In the previous video, we have come across with the FIFO method, how we are supposed to solve a problem for 6 marks. The FIFO method we have done. So today, now I am doing a video on LIFO method, that is last in first out. So what we will be doing, how we will be doing the problem, and one thing, whatever we are receiving at the last, that we will be giving first to the manufacturing unit for producing a product. Okay. Now, whatever the question you have seen, in that I have just given a gist here. What are the purchases they have done in each month and what are the issues they have done in each month I have given here, and based on this now we will do the problem on LIFO method, last in first out. Okay. So here first transaction we have on January 2nd. P, it is purchases. I wanted to quote you one thing here. P represents purchases, IS represents issues. So in January 2nd, there is a purchase of 4,000 units of materials at ₹4. So what I am supposed to do, I have already ready with the format, and now what I am supposed to do, I have to record the date, that is Jan 2nd. I have recorded the date. Here I told it is a purchase. So in the particular column I am supposed to mention it is a purchase. I have recorded the purchase. Now what I am supposed to do now, they are telling that 4,000 units of material as purchased at ₹4. So, whatever the transactions which is related to purchase, you are supposed to record it in the receipts, and whatever the transactions related to issues, you have to record it in the issue column, and after in balancing this, whatever the left out the transactions amount will be there, that I am supposed to take it in the balance column. So now here, as I told you that the first transaction is 4,000 units of material has been purchased. So 4,000, here I have recorded the date, and in the particular column I have mentioned purchase. Now since it is a purchase, I am recording in the receipt column. GRN number is not given. So here I am recording 4,000 and rate per unit is 4. So here the amount will be 16,000. Okay. So in the issue we don't have any transactions, we will show nil, and now the same thing will show here in the balance. 4,000, rate per unit is 4. So 4 multiplied by 4,000, it is 16,000. Next, January 25th, there is a purchase of 500 units of material at ₹5. So what I am supposed to do first, I have to record Jan 25th date, and since it is a purchase, I will record it as a purchase in the particular column. And now 500, 5, and now if I multiply this, I will get 2,500. Issue column, it will be nil. Now I'm supposed to take this value here. So before that, I will take this 4,000. I will show it here because it will be a clarity for me what is the stock which is available in my unit. So 500, 5 and 2,500. So now let us move to the February month transaction. On 5th, there is a issue of 2,000 units. So here the department is asking on February 5th to issue the material 2,000. So I will mention issue, that is 2,000 in the bracket I am showing here. Just it is for our confirmation. Since it is an issue, I am supposed to record the issue in the issue column. See, as I told you here, which is the last material, that one I have to give it first to the production department. But I have only 500 here, but they are asking for 2,000. So what I am supposed to do, what this 500 I have, first I will give that 500 completely. So when I give this, the last material will be 4,000. So in this, I want only 1,500. 1,500 for, so 6,000. Now I am supposed to record the balance. This 500 is completely gone. In this 4000 I am giving 1500. So what is the leftover, students? 4000. If we are deducting this 1500, the balance will be 2500. So what is the price? 4. So if I multiply this, I will be getting 10,000 as a value. So students, again I am repeating here, they are asking for 2000 of material to issue for their production purpose. So as per this LIFO method, what is there in the last, I have to issue this first. So here 2000, I don't have complete 2000 to issue simultaneously. So first what I have at the end, 500. So this 500 I have given. After this 500, out of 2000, the leftover I need is 1500. So from this 4000 units of material, I am giving 1500. So total overall 2000 material I am giving to the production department with the different prices. So the balance leftover is 2500. For as it is, if you multiply this, you will get 10,000. Next, February 10, there is a purchase of 6000 units of material at rupees 6. So what I am supposed to do? First I have to record the date, that is February 10th, and now it is a purchase, so I am recording it as a purchase. What is the value? That is 6000 units of material at rupees 6. So if I multiply this, it will be 36,000. Now, since I don't have any issues in this particular date, I am taking this, I am showing here in the balance column. What is the first leftover? That I have to take as it is. 2500 into 4, 10,000 as it is I have to take. And then this 6000 I am to show here. 6000 into 6, that is 36,000. Next, on 12th February, there is a issue of material at rupees at 4000 units. So it is a issue. Feb 12th issue. Here in the bracket I am showing 4000 units. Now, I have to give 4000 of materials to production department. Here the last material is 6000. So there is a sufficient material where I can issue in a one slot. So 4000. So 6 into 4, it is 24,000. Now, as it is, this 2500 you will take it, and in the 6000, if you give 4000, 2000 is a left out. This is 6 multiplied by 2000, it is 12,000. Now let us move to the March month. There we have around 4 transactions. In the first transaction, it has happened on March 2nd. So I am recording March 2nd. So in this March 2nd, they are telling issue around 1000 units of material. So I have to show it in issue column. In the issue column, I need 1000 of material. The last material is 2000. So can I give this 1000? Yes, I can give. So 1000 into 6, it is 6000. Now what is the leftover balance? 2500 as it is, I will show it here. And this balance, in this 2000, if I give 1000, then 1000 is left out. 6, that is 6000. Now March 5th is another transaction. Again, this is also an issue of 2000 units of material. So here in the particular column I will mention issue, and here in the inner column I will be mentioning 2000 as a amount of material which I am supposed to give. Now I have 2 materials. In this, the last one is 1000. So first I will give this 1000 completely. Now in this 1000, if I have given how much I'm supposed to give? Still one more 1000 I have to give. So from this 2500 I will give 1000. So the price of this is 4. So 4000 multiplied by 1000 is 4000. Now the leftover is 1500 multiplied by 4. 1500 multiplied by 4, it is 6000. Now the next transaction, March 15th, there is a purchase. How much? 4500 units of material at rupees 5.5. So in the receipt column I am supposed to mention 4500. So 4500, rate per unit is 5.5. So if I multiply this, it will be 24,750 is the value. Now since I don't have any issue, I am showing it as nil. What is in the previous balance? That I have to take it first. 1500 for 6000 I have taken. Now I will show this 4500 5.5, that is 24,750. Now the last transaction is on March 20th. There is an issue of material of 3000 units. So March 20, I am recording in the date column, and in the particular column it is issue how much? 3000. I am recording here. I am supposed to show it in issue column 3000. Students, see here, the last material is 4500. So they are asking for 3000. So here I have a sufficient amount of material where I can give it in a one slot. So I will give this 3000 at 5.5. 3000 into 5.5. If I multiply this, I will be getting 16,500. Now as it is first balance, what I have to take as it is. After this, in this 4500, if I give 3000, in the sense the leftover is 1500. 1500, it will be 8250. So I have done with the transactions. After completing your problem, you are supposed to show in the book stating that what is the stock available at the end. So stock at the end, you have to mention 1500 units at rupees 4 equal to 6000, and 1500 units at rupees 5.5 is equal to 8250. So like this you are supposed to show, and you have to do the problem. So hope you have got the method how you are supposed to do the LIFO method, and for further queries you can just drop a message to me if you have any queries on this particular problem. Thank you, students.